Hi guys, Miss B here, and I have your word for the week. Sit with it. This is a concept rooted in mindfulness and emotional acceptance. It involves allowing yourself to experience, acknowledge, and also process your difficult emotions without trying to run away or escape from it. I have found myself many a times in situations where a feeling and emotion was very heavy on me, whether it was loss, whether it was rejection, disappointment, whether it was a loss of a job, whether it was feelings of failure, whether it was conflict in the workplace or in personal relationships or marriages. We do go through periods of pain where we feel a deep sense of lost heaviness within us, within our emotions. And when you experience this feeling, it is pivotal that you sit with this feeling, meaning allow yourself to feel it. Allow it to permeate. If you need to cry, if you need to scream, if you need to write it down, if you need to talk about it, whatever it is, allow yourself. A lot of times we suppress these feelings because society has taught us that you need to be strong. Society has taught us that showing emotion or sitting with your pain is a sign of weakness. You need to always have it together. But that is very, very dangerous because when you don't acknowledge your pain and when you don't sit with your pain, usually it fosters and festers within you. It remains there because you're not letting it pass. So you create a blockage, and the blockage can have adverse effect on your health by creating diseases, whether mental or some kind of body disease or a health lifestyle disease. What it can also do, it can cause mental illnesses or mental breakdown where the emotion becomes so suppressed that it triggers a certain feeling, be it depression, anxiety, or anything that could be even more chronic. What also can happen is you can also find yourself recreating the scenario. A lot of times you'll be triggered by the smallest of things and they will take you back to that emotion, and you'll almost feel like this is not going away, it's just coming back in different ways. And it can also make you feel like self-doubt. It can create low self-esteem because you feel like this is too heavy and I'm not good enough. So it's very important to sit with your pain, allow it to pass. And these are some of the ways, or what it means basically, to sit with your pain as I elaborate. Number one is to acknowledge the situation or the feeling without judgment. You don't have to judge yourself. You are only a human being, and human beings go through issues. They go through stuff. They go through disappointments. Even if it's a mindful mistake or an error that you made, it's okay. Forgive yourself. So allow it to go through without judging yourself. Number two, it helps you to be mindful. What that means is you become aware of the situation. You know what's happening. It also fosters a level of emotional intelligence where you know how to self-regulate. You know that things happen, you accept them, you ask forgiveness, you forgive yourself, and then you let it go. So you become a mindful person. Number three, it builds emotional resilience. What this means that it allows you to go through stuff, to overcome. You end up having people ask you, how did you get through this? How did you overcome this? Because you have built emotional resilience. You are able to tolerate levels of discomfort and able to understand and process them. And lastly, it helps you to understand the underlying cause, which is the most important thing, the root cause. Why am I feeling this way? And the only way to ask yourself this question is if you sit with yourself long enough to get the answer, is if you allow yourself to feel the hurt, the pain, cry it out, scream it out, journal it out, write it out. And at times, if it becomes too much and it's overwhelming and it's continual, even though you're sitting with the pain, sitting with it will then allow you to say, you know what, I think I need to seek help. I need a psychologist, I need a coach, I need to talk to someone. So this is your word for the week, such an important one, and I hope that you will begin practicing it in your everyday life. It's something that you will continually experience because disappointment, life happens all the time. Thank you so much for listening to me today. I wish you a blessed week.